Here's Barber, Keith, and Borsick sighting in their bows to ensure that they are on target with every shot. It is vital that you make sure that your bow or gun is in good working order before opening day. Barber, Keith, and Borsick have sighted in their bows and are ready to hit the woods. Stick around, you're not going to want to miss it.
We just got out to Mike Borsick's uncle's house, and we're about to make the walk down to the spot. It took us probably an hour and a half to drive all the way from Mike's house, off from Hall Road. So wish us luck. Hopefully we'll get some.
When it comes to turkey hunting, it's very important to know the exact location of where they roost, especially in the mornings. If you know that, you can get really close to them. While Mike Borsick's been hunting on his property a long time, and he knows exactly where to go. Unfortunately, everything was flooded, and it took us too long to get to the spot that he wanted, and it was already daylight out. But we sat down in hopes that we heard a gobble. We waited for about an hour and did not hear one gobble, so we moved to a different location in hopes we spotted something.
Yeah.
There's like 12 more rubs that way.
Well, here's a spot that Mike pointed out that they're coming in and out of, and you can see here day-old or a 2-day-old turkey tracks coming out of there, and then we have one coming back this way, right there. And they've been going and using this game trail during the evenings, he says, so we're gonna set up here this evening and try it out.
Well, as we were walking to the new spot to set up, that's when we heard it. The sweetest sound I've been waiting for all morning. Finally a gobbler. So we sat down, set up the hens in hopes it would bring them in.
Is he moving? No, he's standing.
We waited for about 25 minutes, and finally we spotted a turkey. I could not see them all that great since they were 75 yards away, so I got their genders a little mixed up.
There's hen, there's hen, there's hen. Don't move, do not move, Mike. I see that.
That's not a hen.
That's a tom, that's a tom. Don't move, she's looking right at us. Do not move, Mike. Mike, do not move. Do not move, they're looking right at us right now.
That's a tom.
Don't move, I'm gonna try to call. Fuck. Mike,
Yeah.
I got it. There's another one. That's a hen. Do not move.
That's not a hen.
Do not move.
He's looking at the tom. He just puffed up at the tom.
Get ready. I got him on film.
He's all puffed up.
Wait till he turns.
Well, unfortunately, it happens. The hen spotted us. She decided to move off and take the Jake with her. So Mike and I picked up and tried to move to get in front of him. We sat for about an hour and did not see the hen or Jake again, so we decided to pack up and go get some lunch. As we arrived to his truck, the unthinkable happened. We bagged a turkey. Here's a small clip explaining the story. You guys would not believe what just happened. Mike and I, we went out back. We had a really rough hunt. We had gobblers gobbling all morning. And it just so happened that we were lucky. We were actually talking right out front of his uncle's house. A gentleman so kind to have us come on his property and hunt. And as we were talking, they just said that the turkeys cut right down a wood line. I'll show you here in a second. They cut right down the wood line to go to the field across the road. And sure enough, two gobblers came right out behind his house, came right out along the side, and I was able to get a shot, and we were able to bag this turkey. So this is turkey one on opening day. Hopefully we can get back out there and get Mikey Borsick another bird. So we'll see how it goes. Well, this concludes hunt one. Stick around for the next hunt. We'll be joining Mike Barber and Mike Borsick in Michigan, day 2 of 2014 spring season.
I can't wait to bag that gobbler, man. I hope we get a couple in this morning. Hey guys, Mike Barber here. We're going out to Uncle Jeff's property, Mike Borsick's uncle. We're gonna do a little turkey hunting this morning, see if I can't bag a bird with my bow. Hopefully we see a couple and they're talking this morning. Last week they weren't talking too much, so maybe they're a little active this morning. That's what we want. But we're gonna set up a couple blinds today. We're gonna put one in pretty much Uncle Jeff's backyard. They come through there quite a bit, so we'll see if we can call some in, and if we can't, walk around the woods and see if we can't locate them. We weren't able to get out here last night just because it's a 2-hour drive, so hopefully we can locate them this morning pretty quickly. But stay tuned, and maybe we'll get one on camera for you guys.
We heard a tom gobbling off the roost this morning, but he just would not come into our calls. It was really windy, and the tom shut right up once he had the other hens with him. So we decided to set back up on a game trail in the blind in hopes we'd see something. Well, we were right. We had a hen walk right toward us. Of course, she had to be all by herself, but the most important thing is not to get frustrated and remain patient. That concludes hunt number 2. Next we travel to upstate New York with Ben Dent and Terry Bennett. So stay tuned. As we ventured forth into central New York, we had the good fortune of crossing paths with a truly exceptional sight. A magnificent bearded hen, proudly strutting and gobbling in all her glory. Such a rare and remarkable encounter left us in awe and filled our hearts with wonder. Observe as Terry Bennett maintains the presence of this mature female turkey to provide us with a captivating spectacle.
We're hoping the video comes out on that hen. We thought we had a Jake coming in. We were going to get fill one of the tags for the guys. We heard the gobble down below us, and then the yelp. And it's not unusual for Jakes to yelp, so we thought it was a Jake until we got close enough. And she came really close to us, within 6 or 8 feet here, 10 feet. So we see it was a hen. We thought there might have been another bird that we didn't see, but she got above us. I started calling again, and she actually gobbled above us. And then hopefully the footage comes out.
Another thrilling adventure awaits as we gear up for our 4th turkey hunt. On to Warner's old farm. We joined Terry Bennett and Ben Dent quietly sneaking towards a gobbling bird. Once we heard it from our initial position, we knew we had to move closer. Let's keep our fingers crossed for a successful outcome. Regrettably, we had multiple encounters where each attempt at hunting proved unsuccessful. Despite our diligent efforts, we did not achieve our desired outcome. However, the moments we shared together will remain etched in our memories forever. Please stay with us as we make one last visit to Kathy's kitchen.
Hi, welcome to Kathy's Kitchen. Tonight I'm going to be making my husband Terry's terrific turkey meatloaf. We're going to start with 1.5 pounds of turkey cutlets. And we're going to grind it on a regular grind. Always use your pressure tube. Okay, we're finishing up our grinding. see, we have our ground meatloaf here. Very moist. And next we're going to, in a bowl, we're going to add in our ketchup and Dijon mustard, 1 egg, farm fresh egg, and we have oat bran, ground yellow pepper, ground sweet white onion, and ground up garlic. And to that we add sage, pepper, celery, and marjoram. And we're going to heat this up and add a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. So at this point we're going to keep mixing it up. And this is going to go on top of our meatloaf. Okay. And at this point we grab it and we mix it in. Just keep stirring it with your fingers. Incorporate all the spices and flavorings. And when it looks like it's through, you're just basically going to dump it in here, pick it up if you can. And at this point we're going to shape it into a loaf. And the secret to moist turkey or any meatloaf is you do not have it really tight. You have it loose. And then we are going to top it with a half a can of a Sloppy Joe mix that's been mixed with 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And as it bakes, it will make a very shiny, sweet glaze. And now we put it in the oven, 375 for about an hour. Hi, this is Mikey's Fowlersville, Michigan turkey. It's breast strips that we've marinated in any store brand teriyaki sauce. You marinate them for about 20 minutes to an hour, and then you skewer them and grill them. About 10 minutes, 5 minutes on each side. Yeah. Pressure cook mashed taters. Perfect. Look at that, Ben. Goes in and out like butter.
Not bad.
But the only thing is, it is a little more work because now you have to dump them in a bowl to beat them. Where normally you would be having them in a pot, but there's a rack in the bottom of that, so I have to take them out. So that's kind of fun. But price you pay for a quicker cooked potato. Okay. Now I know why they have cleanup crews. I was taught by a lady that you have to salt and pepper your potatoes, which I never knew and I never did. So put a little pepper in. Ooh. Wow. You want to get some? Y'all know I'm related to Paula. Oh dear. Okay, so now we're going to whip them. I'm not mashing, I'm whipping. Normally I mash it, but I'm going to whip them tonight. Okay. I'm going to be wearing these, so I better get down in there. little milk extra. And just a little more salt and pep. 10 minutes in the pressure cooker. Pretty amazing. You gotta leave them just a little bit chunky, because then they taste like mad. Okay. You mash them, they were pressure cooked for 10 minutes. Butter, milk, salt and pepper. Whipped, and you leave a few chunks. Okay, our meatloaf is done. As you can see, the barbecue sauce made a very nice shiny glaze. At this point, we're going to let it rest for at least 10 minutes before we slice it. And that way, just like with a roast, your juices stay in the center. Which is true, guys. Okay, we're going to have dessert tonight. Is going to be strawberry shortcake. And I'm going to show you how to make my husband's grandmother Marshall's baking powder biscuits. We're going to start with 2 cups of all-purpose unbleached flour. By the way, this is my great-grandmother's bowl, and she made her biscuits in it every day. We have a seasoning here of baking powder, salt, and a little cream tartar, and 2 teaspoons of sugar. We'll mix that in. To that, we're going to add a 1/4 cup of cubed butter and 1/4 cup of sugar. Butter gives it the richness, but the shortening helps it to be moist. And we're going to blend with a pastry blender. Takes a few minutes because you have to do it till it's coarse crumbs. And your butter should be cold. That'll help it cube quicker. And I have sitting there on the counter 2/3 cup of buttermilk, or if you don't have buttermilk, I use 1% with 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. It all comes out the same. So as you can see here, these are pretty much incorporated with the butter and shortening. It looks like coarse crumbs. So we basically just pour that in next with your spoon, and you stir until it gathers into a ball. You do not beat it. Lightly stir. Just keep turning it around. People make the mistake of trying to beat it and they come out like rocks. So as it's gathered, that's all you have to do. And at this point, we get some flour. And we flour up our hands. Like that. And I do not roll out my biscuits. I basically pat them just like this into biscuit shape. You don't need to mess up your counter rolling them out. Just gather them and shape them with your fingers, just like I'm doing. Go around and press with your thumb. You can make them any size that you want. And if you make them this thick, they'll be thicker for your shortcake. One of these is really enough for a serving, because they almost double in size when they bake. Well, that one I can take a little off. I should be able to get 2 more. Now, if you don't want to make biscuits, you can pan spray a round or square 9 or 8-inch baking pan, and you can make what they call shortcake. It's the same thing. After you pat this dough into the pan, you lightly sprinkle it with some sugar and bake it. So these are going to go in at 425 degrees for about 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, we're topping our strawberries, and then I'll take them over to the sink and wash them, and then we will slice them, add some sugar and just a little bit of water to make our strawberry sauce for our shortcake. Okay, this is your handy dandy chopper. And you just basically chop your berries. You want to leave them rather chunky. But it beats having to slice them this small. Got to thinking about it. These are so big, maybe they are from Texas. Okay, so at this point you're going to sprinkle on your sugar, which is about 3 tablespoons and about maybe a quarter cup of water. And then we're going to stir that up. And you let them set in the refrigerator for about 10-15 minutes, and the sugar just pulls out the natural juice. You could chop a couple more here. There we go. Just a little bit more. Stir it up. And we're good to go. And we'll stir it up. Stir it in. Okay, we're ready to plate up. And here goes our turkey meatloaf. Okay. And we have corn off the cob. And we have mashed potatoes and gravy. And we also have some grilled teriyaki turkey. So at this point, we are going to eat. So who's going to come up for the first plate in here? Now don't forget to butter the biscuit and top with whipped cream.
As the 2014 turkey season comes to a close, it's a time to reflect on the experiences that have been shared. While there was no successful hunt for Ben, the countless stories, laughs, and memories created during the season are what truly matter. These intangible treasures will be cherished for a lifetime and are a testament to the bonds that were forged while out in the field. It's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of a successful hunt, but it's important to remember that the journey is often more rewarding than the destination. The camaraderie and the connection shared with friends and family during the season are what make it truly special. The memories created during these moments can last a lifetime and become the foundation for many cherished traditions. As we wrap up this year's turkey season, we're grateful for the opportunity to share our experiences with you. We hope that our film has provided a glimpse into the joys of hunting and the importance of bonding with loved ones. We look forward to continuing this tradition and creating even more memories in the seasons to come. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we hope you will continue to follow along as we embark on new adventures in the future.
So gotta go back that way.
Good evening. Oops. Sorry.
Yeah, right. It is. Huh?
I'm worn out.
Are you? Huh?
I'm worn out.
Are you? Huh?
I'm worn out.
Are you? Just some. Huh?
I'm worn out.
Are you? Just some of that coffee.
Our cholesterol tonight. Does we have butter in the gravy? What? What did I
Give us a longer look there.
do? I just sliced my toe. What did I do wrong, Mikey?
Take a look at these babies. He can zoom. He can zoom. He can zoom.
How do they look? Y'all know I'm related to Paula. It burned out the pot. Guys, we might have to put another pan. It's not burnt, it's just the ketchup burn.